Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here. Back with a response video. This is actually my first ever response video, and this is going to be for CountBlagorath's video where he talked about greatest or best musical experiences. And he had a lot of cool stories, And unlike him, I'm not going to have any visual aids because I'm too tired and too fucking lazy to go upstairs and try to find them. But I kind of racked my brain trying to come up with some things, and got a couple I can talk about. And the first album that kind of has some special meaning for me is Twisted Sister's Stay Hungry. I mean, that right there is already a classic, in my opinion. And, everybody knows, the hit songs from that album. But to me, the whole album is just so fucking good. But, and I actually have kind of two memories linked to that. And the first one is back when Tyler, my nephew, was learning how to drive, he had to, get like so many hours of driving in and blah, blah, blah. And we had gone up to Avon where he lived and to have supper and everything. We had done a little shopping before that. Excuse me. And he had actually picked up Stay Hungry at the half price books near his house. And after supper, he was like, I want to go driving. They said, let's just go cruise and let's take this with us. I was like, sure, why not? So we put the CD in the CD player and we just cranked it up and we just drove around. And we were singing along and just having a good time. And we drove around the addition where he lives and just kind of out and about, and we even got into another edition that he'd never been into, and we got lost, and then thankfully we figured our way back out. But I'll always, anytime I listen to that album, I'll always think of just that little experience right there, just kind of teaching him how to drive, letting him get more experience, and just hanging out with him and enjoying listening to a classic album and just enjoying ourselves and having fun. And I'll always remember that. And the other memory linked to that is when I graduated college several years ago. Some people took me out to a strip club for the first time, and I walked in the door, and they were playing "I Want to Rock." So now every time I hear "I Want to Rock," I just get I just think of boobs. It just takes me back to that, and then like I said, the whole album itself takes me back to thinking about hanging out with Tyler, and then I get to that one song, and automatically boobs just pop into my head, and what can I say? But the other one that I could think of was the debut album from the Black Dahlia Murder, Unhollowed. You know, Now anytime I listen to that album, I will think about experiencing my first ever extreme metal show when I went to go see them with Disentomb, Fallujah, and Summon the Destroyer. And not only was it my first extreme metal show, but I got to be there for Tyler. I took him with us, and it was his first extreme metal show. And then, of course, I got to hang out with my good friend Canyon Bickle. It was the first time I'd ever met him in person. Only talked to him on Facebook and texting, and of course, we'd interacted in our respective videos and everything. But anytime I listen to that album now, it's just going to take me back to that night, experiencing all these awesome things for the first time, and just hanging out with a cool fucking dude like Canyon, and getting to know him better. And we laughed, and we had a lot of funny experiences, and getting caught up in a mosh pit that we didn't expect to get caught up in, and getting to witness the opening to the Black Dahlia Murder's debut album live, and just getting crushed up against everybody there at the front of the stage, and then having Tyler after the song was over look right at Canyon, just be like, "What the fuck, Canyon?" And that look on his face will always be etched in my memory. So that album from now on, anytime I listen to it, it's always going to take me back to that night, and it was a fucking awesome experience. And to Canyon, man, you fucking rule, man. Love you to death. So The last one, and this I think is probably my best because it was kind of creepy when it happened. And this was literally like right after Quarthon from Bathory died. I mean, I'd heard, somebody was like, dude, Quarthon died. I'm like, haven't we heard this before? I mean, everybody hears these false rumors about people dying or they got a, big illness and then you find out it's complete bullshit. And I went to the official Bathory site and sure enough, he was dead. And it was just like a huge shock to me. I was just like, holy shit. And they had the lyrics to the song Hammerheart off of Twilight of the Gods. And they had the lyrics, all the lyrics printed out, and they also had the song embedded so that when you went to the site, the song would start playing and you would listen to it, on repeat. And I just remember I was just sitting there at the computer. I was just kind of, reading along to the lyrics, listening to the songs. It's a great song. And it got to, and now mind you, this entire day was, beautiful weather all day, not a cloud in the sky, nothing. And I'm sitting there, it's evening time, I'm sitting there reading along to the lyrics and just, listening to the song. And it gets to the part where he says, got the lyrics right here. For when the great clouds fill the air and the thunder roars from oh so far away up in the sky, then for sure you will know that I have reached the joyous hall up high. And literally, as that part played, out of nowhere, you just hear this loud boom, this crack of thunder, and it scared the shit out of me. Because like I said, it was a beautiful day, all day. And just, my first reaction was like, holy shit, because it scared me. But then I reread the lyrics again, and the thunder roars from oh so far away up in the sky. Then for sure you will know that I have reached the joyous hall up high. And I was just like, holy shit, he made it. It was just like too freaky that as that part of that song plays, and I'm reading those lyrics, and I'm following along with the lyrics, that part, as soon as it plays, out of nowhere, this huge clap of thunder happens. I mean, it's like, what are the fucking odds of that happening? So, now that every time I hear that song or I see that song's lyrics somewhere, I just automatically go back to that one instance. And it's like, it was probably just a coincidence, some would say. But, in my mind, Quarthon made it to the hall up high. He made it, and, I'll always remember that till the day I die. It was a freaky experience, but it was so fucking awesome at the same time. So, but yeah, that's really all I've got. I really couldn't think of much else, but I think the best for last on that one. But yeah, that's all I've got. So, thank you guys for watching and subscribing, and until next time, stay brutal.